Greetings and salutations, everyone. I hope everyone is doing well. Before we get into today's upload, I've got a couple of links I'd like to share. As you know, I rely on Patreon, PayPal, and my merch to help the channel to continue to grow and go. The links to Patreon and PayPal are in the description below, my merch displayed directly under this video. Also, Dogman Frightening Encounters Volume 1, 2, and 3, the audiobook versions. They were written and researched by Tom Lyons, narrated and produced by me, Jeffrey Nadolny. Those audiobooks are available on Audible, Amazon, and iTunes, the links to which are also in the description as well. Now, everyone, I have taken far too much of your time. Let's get into this breaking update from Virginia. Shall we? Two things I'd like to talk about coming out of Virginia. One, an update on the Richard Honaker case. Well, back in February, they discovered his body in a culvert on February 5th in Tazewell County. They identified him. Why? Because his ID was there with him, and also another body, which I proved when I called the Tazewell County Sheriffs. And if you heard the upload, you heard him say, yes, 2 bodies were there. It's not in the papers. I'm wondering why. But March 1st, Richland, Virginia. Human remains found in a remote part of Richland has been identified as the man who was last seen March 2021. According to Richland Police Chief Jerry Gilbert, officials have positively identified the remains near River Road as those of Richard Honaker. Gilbert told News Channel 11 that while the remains have been identified, the cause of death has not been identified yet. Gilbert said Honaker's family was notified after the remains were sent to the Roanoke for autopsy. Honaker's remains were found in a remote part of Tazewell County February 5th by hikers. The Richlands Police Department first posted on March 19th, 2021, that they were searching for Honaker, 36 at the time, after family members reported him missing. Honaker had last been seen in the area in which his remains were recovered, according to Sheriff Gilbert. Now, I've talked about how fishy it is. You've got a couple of hikers up there, and this is an area where the family searched. Here's something I'd like you guys to think about. If you are a search and rescue and you come across a culvert, aren't you going to look in it and see? I would. And I'm just a civilian, but I would. They can identify him that day. They send him to Roanoke. They can't give us a cause of death. Chances are the cause of death will be, I don't know, I hate to say it, but suicide or something along those lines. I don't know. It's sad. It's sad. But this is the late breaker. Just on today, or yesterday, March 5th, 2020, another body was pulled out of a river or found under the bridge in Tazewell County in the Raven Doran area. We don't know who the body is yet. I did make 2 phone calls to the Richlands Sheriff Department or Police Department and then the Tazewell County Sheriff's Department. Both calls are available to hear. Actually, let's hear them right now, really quick. Hi, how you doing? I'm curious. Over by Raven and Doran, there by the bridge there was a body pulled out. Is there any information on that?
Not that I'm aware of at this time.
Nothing.
Not that I have record to, anyways. I know there was a body, but that's all I know.
So we don't know who it is yet.
I don't.
Okay.
I haven't been notified.
Okay. All right. Thank you. I'm sorry to bother you.
That's okay.
All right. Have a good night.
You too. Thank you.
Bye-bye. That was Richland County, Virginia Police Department. I am now going to try and contact another police department in that area. How you doing tonight, ma'am? I'm just curious if you guys have identified the body that was under the Raven Dorn Bridge area tonight.
Honey, I don't know whether they have yet or not.
Okay. All right.
I'm sure if they do, there'll be some kind of news release or something, I would think.
Yeah, because it kind of just happened, and I know there's a lot of people that are coming up missing, and I'm just curious of who it's going to be this time. So, all right. Well, I'm sorry to bother you, ma'am. Thank you for everything.
Me, sweetheart. You're welcome. Have a good night.
You as well. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
That was Tazewell County Sheriff's Department. I'm going to look into this a little more. So, with that being said, it could either be Myra Ramey, William Cole, or Brendan Schools. I'm looking at the location, and it's either, if I had to be a guessing man, if it's not one of the three, chances are it's going to be Brendan Schools. That's my guess, just by the location of the area. My source in the area sent me a Facebook posting. Dead body under the bridge. Next person. Does anyone know who it is? Next person. Lots of dead bodies showing up lately. So, I mean, I don't know what's going on. I know that whatever is going on is not right. I've talked to DJ a couple different times about that area. There's a very ominous ominous feeling in that area right now. Imagine being a local living in that area. How scary it would be as parents. And yet no one's getting any answers. There's no answers given to these poor people. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable, guys. Just in a couple of days, or just in the last month, we have had 4 bodies found. Richard Honaker, Robert Poor. They found Jonathan Kelly. And I believe one more. Let me check my sheets really quick. The 4th body would be the unnamed or unknown victim that was found with the body of Richard Timothy Honaker. And now this body. What's going on? Something is fishy. Something smelling like roadkill and urine to me. And it doesn't smell good. Anyway, I don't know what's going on any more than you guys do. I know that the news hasn't said anything about this yet. Well, maybe when you guys listen to this, there will be an update. But as I record this at 11 o'clock Saturday night, the 5th of March, this is all the info I have as of right now. So please say a prayer for all these families out there. If you live in that area, please be safe. Please watch your six. And we can only hope that the local, federal, state, whatever governments become a little more honest with us. That way we can actually protect ourselves and know what we need to protect ourselves against. So, with that, my friends, please, everyone, practice kindness. Be thankful for everything that you have and those around you. May the Great Spirit watch over us all, and may He guide us down that path that we call life. Until a little bit later on, my friends. Till a little bit later on.